Guys, welcome back. This is your boy Adamslink. How you guys doing? As usual, support your boy. Like this video, comment, share it on all social media platforms. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Adamslink, and make sure you subscribe. Then click the bell notification to get updates anytime, any day I upload. And also good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. Well, guys, let's discuss. Notice this video will be mainly about politics, corruption, stealing. Or should we not even call it corruption? Let's call it stealing. Well, first one is from the Ziani. EFCC allegedly uncovers fresh 72.8 million US dollars, not naira. 72.8 million US dollar linked to former Minister of Petroleum Resources, the Ziani. It's in a statement on Wednesday, December 15, the anti-graft agency said the amount was discovered in a Fidelity Bank account, and Unandi Okonkwo, a former managing director of the bank, has been arrested over the development. Okonkwo, who is currently the chairman of First Bank Holdings, alongside others, has earlier been grilled over the sum of 153 million and 115 million by the commission. While all the 153 million were discovered by the EFCC, the cases involve 115 million as it relates with the Independent National Electoral Commission and bribery matter are in various courts. The thing that surprised me the most we say go to school. After these people will go to school, acquire degrees, professors, and all the rest. They still end up stealing with their suits, with their ties, with their good looks. You see them, you bow down to them. You do not know they are thieves. They are thieves. A common thief, agbero thief. There's no different. When I see this, say, go, well, you guys will not understand the way I feel, but I really think the Ziani on our own is another Abacha. Well, then let's talk about Regina Daniel's husband. According to Sahara reporters, they are calling that man a big scammer. So, in their new memo, they said, as House of Representative member NED Nwoko accused of scamming African leaders with white elephant projects. They said a source told Sahara reporters that NED Nwoko is not only subjecting his people in Delta State by forcefully taking their land, he also uses his political influence to detain those who subject to his schemes. Sahara reported had published in May how NED Nwoko ordered Delta Police Command to arrest Oke, the elected President General of Idumeje Development Union in 2017. The former lawmaker has accused Ifuju Oke of sponsoring the indigents of the North local government area to protest against him and kick against his bid to forcefully acquire additional 90 acres of land from an area embarked for all indigents of the community. The source, speaking on the alleged crime committed by NED Nwoko outside his hometown, the source said, he claimed he wants to eradicate malaria from Africa and is junketing around the world, visiting kings and presidents to sell his malaria eradication vision. Many presidents have unknowingly fallen for this and gone into collaboration with him. He is on the pole and must be stopped before he sells Nigeria one day. How can one man tell us that he wants to embark on the aerial fumigation of Africa using helicopters? Not done. President Nwoko has begun a campaign that he wants to fund the production of a malaria vaccine. NED is not a scientist and has no knowledge of vaccine. His only interested is to rip off nations and the World Health Organization. Finally, anyone still in doubt, please take a trip to Idumeji community. The town is now a shadow of its former self. Well, according to a source, according to Sahara reporters, what the Nwoko usually do is to sell out these ideas because he have that influence. He know a lot of people, embassies. He can travel, meet a lot of politicians outside, kings, telling them, see, we want to fumigate Nigeria, using Nigeria bad side, using Nigeria as a form of backing to show that, see, Nigeria, we have a lot of malaria there. I want to fumigate the whole country, use the helicopter. We want to do this, produce a vaccine. So we collab, you just gather all those people, collect, of course, money, they're going to fund it, right? They collect funds and not do nothing. That is part of the way the Nwoko makes his money from. The source is saying, and the source is coming from Sahara reporters. Well, that one is another big accusation. You know, the other accusation was that he was forcefully collecting lands from indigenous in Delta State, and that is Regina Daniel's husband. Then again, guys, there's this US-based pastor who allegedly duped a lawmaker's wife. As a wife of federal lawmaker, tricked into investing 40 million in fake South Africa deal by US-based Nigeria pastor gospel musician. It's a Rhoda, the wife of Nigerian lawmaker representing Ondo State, Ondo East, Ondo West Federal Constituency at the National Assembly, Abiola Peter Makinde, has lost 100,000 US dollar, about 40 million naira in 2018, in a non-existent business deal introduced by her by a pastor and a gospel musician. The Nigerian pastor Apostle Olawale, who is a founder of the Call of Salvation in United States of America, together with gospel artist Agbola, convinced Rhoda to invest a huge amount of money in a business in South Africa with a project mouth-watering return on investment monthly. The Ondo lawmaker's wife was told that she could rank in at least several thousand US dollars a month from the deal, and that the business will run for as long as possible. And she fell for it. She gave them the sum of 100,000 US dollar. That is about 40 million naira. And these pastors and the pastor and the gospel singer, the money wasn't there anymore. The returns wasn't there anymore. I know you guys staying in Europe. I know you guys have one pastor there. Let me just tell you the honest truth you guys do not want to listen to. All those Niger pastors for Europe, for all those places, they are all fake pastors. Do you know why? Because that is their job. It's part of their job. There might be real pastors, but I'm just saying anybody that is bringing religion all the way from Nigeria to that place. Religion never helped you in Nigeria. So you think going outside there, you're already making money. Religion going to add to it? Brother, I'm just telling you clearly now. If you are all about that life, going out there, you allow somebody you guys left there together to start turning pastor to you there. Chama, you did whine yourself. Oh. Seriously, you did whine yourself. That is just the plain truth. So let's move past that. Let's talk about insecurity. You know, there is this forum now that the Northern youth has embarked, protesting, and is tagged North is bleeding. North is bleeding. It's good that they are actually embarking on this protest. And if they are serious about it, I think this is the kind of thing that we need to come together. It's not by force, it's not fighting, no, it's not quarreling, no. But please, tell the government, I beg, help us. It's not even help us. Do your goddamn job. You understand? Just do your goddamn job. Even if you decide to steal 100 million US dollar a month or billions of US dollar a month, no wahala. But just do your goddamn job. Secure our life. It's not that hard, oh. We are never asking them not to steal. Oh. Take all you want, but secure our life. Give us basic amenities. Well, this is what Senator Shehu Sani said. During the NSAS protests, the North refused to join. During the hand insecurity protests, the South refused to join. So it's like payback time. But we are not going anywhere with paybacks. No, we should come together. It's better for us. That is the best day we can get, coming together. And I bet you guys, the worst enemy of any government in the world is coming together, is unity. Unity is their worst enemy. If you try to be united, you have destroyed them, honestly. But somewhere like Nigeria, with so much diversity, so much religion, wow. Well, let's forget about that. There is this news that came up in Imo State that kidnappers now practicing cannibalism.
They've carved out swaths of land for themselves, and that is a brand of insurgency. There is nobody, it's just a ghost town. Everybody has disappeared from this town. And in course of the raid, the security forces were able to rescue the Eze from Okigwe, Eze Ihenacho Ndukwe, who was kidnapped, I think, some days ago. And then we discovered a lot of decapitated bodies. And surprisingly, in the 21st century, we noticed that people practice cannibalism here, because we saw human flesh being roasted. So it was an eyesore. And we recovered a lot of vehicles. We saw a lot of dead bodies. What they do is to kidnap. They kill some of them they behead them, and then they roast. Yes, we have arrested in...
Well, that's coming from Imo State, guys. Kidnappers now practicing cannibalism, eating human flesh. That is the shortest meaning of cannibalism. Eating your fellow human being, not be eating spiritually. Eating like you cook the meat chop. That passed. Wow. Then this was coming from Lai Mohammed. He said President Muhammadu Buhari prevented BK boys from Islamizing Nigeria. He said, since assuming office in 2015, President Muhammadu Buhari has continued to make the issue of security a major plank of his administration policy. This is not a surprise, considering the fact that the fight against insecurity is one of the three priority areas of the APC-led federal government. Yes, the security situation has continued to pose a great challenge, but amidst of voice, some genuinely concerned about the situation and others ready to exploit it for selfish ends. It is easy to forget where we are coming from. Today, we only look at the current situation without wondering what would have been had this president not taking the bull by the horns as far as security is concerned. With the way the insurgency were going before the administration came into office, with their control of the vast land the size of Belgium, with their free-wheeling attack in among a dozen states, including the FCT, which was hit at least 5 times. Perhaps they could have achieved their aim of declaring an Islamic State of Nigeria if President Muhammadu Buhari had not acted decisively. Well, do you believe that's actually true? Please kindly leave your comment below. You know, when it comes to politics, president, all those kind of stuff, I'm kind of really holding back not to talk. So I'm gonna leave the floor for you guys to kindly leave your comment below. And then again, South Africa president was here 12 days ago. And recently, he announced that he was seeing 19 positive. So what does that mean? He met with Nigeria, with our president, shook hands with him, and talked for a long time in the private room. And that they had a discussion, general discussion. So what does that really mean? Does that mean that our president don't carry him? Well, I do not think so, though. I believe if he had it, but I think they should immediately go and do test for our president since he was with SA president the other day. Well, here's another good news for police. The federal government approved 20% salary increase for police officers. Well, I think would that be enough? 20% salary increase to police officers. That's a really good one, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. Support the Adamslink. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, and I'll see you next time.